Hey y'all, I'm here with the Real Housewives Ultimate Girl Trip RHONY Legacy Cast Episode 2. Now, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you are returning, welcome back. I know we're a little different this week. I'm traveling, so I have to do it this way instead of, my usual slideshow show, but it's still gonna be a recap that we can kiki about because this episode was not giving, but I do want to, keep up because there's new episodes coming out. So the episode starts off with Kelly making swag bags basically for the ladies and saying that she bought 98 pounds worth of stuff for them, which is ironic given how much she was so bothered by Bethany's swag bag in the original Scary Island. But it just shows that now she knows what it looks like to be a smart business person. So now she's doing the same thing Bethany did. But I doubt she's going to give Bethany her credit because I think Kelly still has that same I'm better than you attitude. So we see Stonia has a sty. And Dorinda says that Luann will catch man in her spider web no matter what this trip because she's already given Cyril on staff the eye. Sonia gets a tea bag for her sty, and then Luann makes eggs a la française. But it's really scrambled eggs, and she got the chefs tasting them to prove her skills. And the chef say, the eggs taste good, but Sonia's basically saying it's just eggs. Come on. Now, the main table is full of swag when Luann wants to put her eggs on the table. So she struggles to fit her food. And later she chastises Kelly for trying to, put so much product placement on the show according to her. But Kelly maintains that this is just gifts, and she's just giving out the goodness of her heart. But we all know that a lot of times these women on the housewife shows use their time on the show to, plug their affiliate brands and their own brands. So I'm on the fence. I think Kelly probably has partnerships with the people that, she's giving the gifts from, but it don't matter because these gifts, gifts are nice. Next, Dorinda tells the story of how Sonia kicked her out of her own bedroom once and had her sleeping on her couch, which was funny. And then Luann digs into Ramona and her crew, aka Sonia, for making everyone late and wait to go to the beach after breakfast. Then Sonia says Luann's being controlling about all this, and she refuses to drive in Luann's car because she also says that Luann's a bad driver. And when they get to the beach, Sonia's flirting there, and then Ramona calls in an order for some men to come to the villa. I didn't know they had like Uber Eats for mail company, but I don't know. Ramona, she got the drop. She got the number. So then the girls sit and eat, and they talk about Scary Island. And then Sonia says she still talks to Bethany, and Luann's especially hurt, when Sonia says this. Then Ramona basically says they should drop the Scary Island talk since that was a very hard time for Kelly. And Ramona sees that Kelly doesn't want to admit that she had a mental breakdown. And Kelly indeed insists that she's normal and she's more normal than anybody in the world. So you can tell that she has bought into a lot of the stigmas about mental health because if she can't even acknowledge, her own self being in a bad place, she's making excuses about stress. Who knows, what it takes for her to just be honest. Then the girls talk about Ramona having a boyfriend. And when they get back to the house, Sonia asks everyone to go for a little skinny dip in the pool, but Ramona goes for a nap instead. So then after the nap and the skinny dip time, Ramona's actually first to dinner. I guess she didn't want to be chewed out again. And then Kristen is next, followed by Dorinda. Luann and Ramona argue then about the hypocrisy over lateness because everybody was roasting Ramona before about being late, but then Luann says she had some bubble guts. She was on the toilet, so Ramona drops it. Kelly then says she wants to spend more time with Luann, but then Luann says Kelly don't ever invite her to the Rangers game. And then Kelly says that Luann only wants to go to the Rangers game to meet men, and Luann probably wouldn't hang out with her, any other place. But it doesn't seem like Kelly's tried, to really hang out with Luann in earnest. And if Luann wants to meet men, so what? That's her life. Sonia then talks about Kristen's husband being on Ashley Madison, that whole scandal. And Kristen says she's ready to talk about it, but she doesn't really talk about it. The only thing she says is that Dorinda reached out to her during that time, and Dorinda was really generally there for her. And she says that all marriages go through up and down, but she didn't talk about it. Next thing you know, Ramona starts talking about dating a man who expected her to be his sugar mama. And then the man that she ordered on the phone arrived. And that whole scene was giving human trafficking, to be honest. I did not like it. All the men were too young. They looked like they didn't want to be there. They looked like they weren't really interested in the women. A lot of them were more interested in the drinks. They were like at the bar. Luann flirts with a guy that Sonia invited because Sonia did invite someone separate from the men that, Ramona had called in. And Dorinda and Luann and even Sonia kind of say that the guys are all kind of young for them. But Luann still serenades one of them happy birthday with her baritone voice. Happy birthday to you. And then the girls dress up one of the guys like a pirate. And Luann says, he's a little bit like her Johnny Depp pirate, but not as hot. So she ends up going to bed early, and the episode goes off, and it was kind of a flop. I really wish that the girls would get back to, just bonding with each other. I know they're trying to have fun, but it does seem like they're trying to create moments that, prove that, their hormones still work and that they're, still able to pull in men. But I really wish that they could realize and show that their value is not just in their ability to attract men, because honestly, they're very accomplished women, just, having such a successful show and successful businesses. So they don't really need to lead with, all the flirting. And if anything, on the new Legacy Housewife brand is kind of like their air in terms of, all the shenanigans around men. But with them, I guess it is still a little less forced than Brent, but I do want to get back to more of the fun and less of the, man thirstiness. But we shall see what the rest of the trip gives. Put your opinion in the comments, and no matter what, remember you're the master of your fate, the captain of your soul.